safety. Well, not all playgrounds are created equal. At least that's what some researchers in Southern Ontario are investigating. The study, which is still in its first phases, is placing GPSs on school kids to see how and when they use the playground. Joining me from a playground, where else, in London, Ontario, is Jason Gilliland. He's the director of the University of Western Ontario's Urban Development Program and is leading the GPS study. Jason, thanks for being on the program with us.
Well, you're very welcome.
So talk to us about why you are studying parks, because many people might assume that kids just make a beeline for the jungle gym and the playground.
Well, parks are just one element of community design that contributes to children's health in that they encourage physical activity, support physical activity, and in turn they decrease childhood obesity levels.
And are you finding then that a lot of children aren't using parks available to them?
Yeah, unfortunately, our preliminary results have suggested that outside of school hours, very few children are spending very much time in public parks and playgrounds, and in fact, they're spending very little time outside at all.
Why?
We're not sure, and that's one of the things we're trying to find out. It could be that they're just not appealing to children. We are finding that there are a few parks that are very attractive among children, so we're going to try and study those.
All right, so talk to us a little bit more about that. And the park where you are right now, is it an example of a successful park, a playground that works?
Sure, it's an excellent example of a good park. A good park is one which provides a diversity of activities for a diversity of people. So here we have a playground structure which is very attractive among younger children. We have teeter-totters and swings, and we have a community garden which also supports healthy eating and education around where your food comes from. This is a park where we're seeing outdoor aerobics activities and swimming pool and tennis courts, and also not to forget that there are large grassy areas that aren't programmed at all, and these are excellent spaces for pick-up frisbee games, soccer, cricket, you name it.
And so we mentioned the kids that you're going to be looking at are going to be equipped with a GPS device. How come? What's that going to do?
Well, what we do actually, and I have one of the GPS devices here, it's very tiny, and I've taped a toonie there to show you scale. We're going to equip the students with this for a week, and then also which tells us where they go, a tiny accelerometer which measures the intensity of activity, and it's about the same size as this toonie, as well as a little activity diary that tells us what they're doing, and then we're going to do some interviews that tell us why they're doing it. So altogether, this GPS tells us the where, and all those other tools tell us the what, the how much, and the why.
So my last question for you then is, once all of this information is gathered, what do you do with it? Who wants to use it?
Well, as a matter of fact, a lot of our collaborators are planners, engineers, public health professionals, and policymakers right across southwestern Ontario. So we're going to give all that data to them, and hopefully they're going to use it to make better informed decisions about making policies and making interventions about making healthier neighborhoods for children and families.
Jason Gilliland, great study. Thanks so much. We appreciate you talking to us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Former media mogul Conrad Black is